Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. In the last part, we were just asked to give evidence on the incident 6 months ago, and that evidence is Leon the Lion! No. It is the small seasoning bottle that was found in the box.
Take that!
Achoo! 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 Jeez. Wow, what kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discovered the decisive evidence found inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? She's a mastermind of deadly arts with pepper. She's a Grandmaster Sensei in the ancient art of dye. Whatever. I'm very sorry for stealing that, whatever. Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you could draw.
Objection!
Objection! Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. You're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Jeez, that's a lot of health. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Her intended victim was not really an intended victim, but it was a victim. It was Bat. Thank you. Dumb thing. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. Objection! What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him? You spend your entire life dreaming of new ways to be a fool. Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into a current comatose state. Lion? Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Yeah, because she's a friggin' moron. Smack. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than that. We already know that. Epic finger point! Yay, that's how we back up our theories. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. What? You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Really, the only thing we can present is this scarf, I'm guessing. But let me think. Yeah, it has to be it. That's the only thing that can possibly prove it, is this scarf. That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina. There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper. It's like pepper? Pepper? Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Yeah, that worked. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling? Smiling? The lion was smiling? Right before Bat was bit by the lion, for a moment the lion's mouth changed and it looked like he was smiling. Lions smile? I've never heard of them smiling. However, Lion sneeze. What? Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper sprayed on the scarf. What? You fool! She pities the fool! Whatever. You've got to be kidding me. Objection! What's the matter, Miss Von Karma? I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? What's not to believe? Jeez. You really plan to say on this joke of you really plan to say this joke of an occasion that actually happened? Jeez. Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to the accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot! So it's a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro. You can't mean, witness? Are you confirming the defense's claim? Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory. What would that problem be? The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on the top of the ringmaster, where is the evidence that proves that claim? You mean the conclusive evidence? The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon? That bust that the defense claims was used. But if that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes. Yes, it would be. The bust. Nick, you gotta do something! This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Request to search Acro's room. Well, Von Karma already searched it and it wasn't there. Let's see how things work out. Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but... Why aren't you gonna search his room? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma total justice. No. I guess I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned. Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday. What did you find? There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet. Yeah, see, I can pronounce some stuff. It's coup de grace. I really hope it's coup de grace. But what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them? Mr. Wright, no offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that. Ugh. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bust, where is it now? Where's the bust right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bust is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is? Uh-oh. It seems as if this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short. Thank you for your support. Ugh. Now, if you'll please excuse me, Mr. Wright. I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness. No, it can't end like that. Hold it!